Braxton's pitch count has gone up slightly in each one of his career starts. What's pleased you the most about him being able to do that? How does that continue again this evening against Colorado?
Yeah, he's Ash has done a real nice job, in different roles throughout the season, coming up in the bullpen, getting into the rotation, and has gone up. I think the maintaining his stuff in the starts has been huge for him, continuing to keep that stuff throughout it. And tonight we'll just play it by ear, to see how he's doing, and we'll see where we end up.
How does he continue to mature in that role? And I ask, as it pertains to maybe he loses a batter, his pitches aren't where they need to be, but then the next batter he's very effective.
Yeah, and I think his last start in Chicago, he showed that, especially in that environment, pitching at Wrigley with the atmosphere, the playing, everything that was going on. And I don't know if that day, I'm trying to remember if it was every day, and to be able to maintain your composure in that and dominate the way he did, dominate the strike zone, use his stuff effectively. He's been doing a great job.
So he gets bonus points for shutting the planes out of his head?
Oh man, it was fun. It was cool to see, but just something, I think everybody got scared on that one.
Okay, what are your expectations for number 57?
Come up, be himself, just enjoy the moment, and I think that's the key. You to come up, make your debut. Hopefully it is tonight. Not set in stone on that, but we'll see how the game goes, and just to enjoy the moment and let his stuff play.
Tony, how do you plan to use him?
He's going to be in a bulk role, so it won't be, as we sit here, plan with him to be in a role similar to what Ashcraft was when he came up.
Then Donnie, when you look for first opportunities, do you try to look for a low leverage type situation? I mean, like if he comes in the fifth, do you want there to be a spread, or does it just like, hey man, just?
Yeah, no, I don't know if we'll be able to control it like that. It's just going to be coming in. Yeah, it wouldn't be in a dirty inning, so to speak. We'll get him a clean inning to come in, and it'll be fresh, nobody on base, and let him roll from there. But as far as like the spread, he's got really good stuff, and just excited to see him as a Pirate and turn him loose on the mound.
Do you have any advice for him today when you guys met?
That was it. Just to enjoy the moment, have fun with it. You only get one debut, and to be able to come up and enjoy that, and it goes fast. There's a lot going on as a young guy. It's what you've worked your whole life for, is to get to the big leagues, and things can happen fast, and just to try to slow things down and enjoy it.
How important do you think that relationship with Ashcraft will be for him going forward, like learning from him and understanding like how to be an effective bulk reliever, and also evolving into that starter that he wants to be later on?
With Bubba?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll be good. But Ash has done it. Carmen has been in a role similar, has gotten some starts and done a nice job. And with the guys that we have, as we are fluid throughout the remainder of the year, seeing with innings limits and how we're going to manage that, just seeing who's going to get some starts, and assuming that a lot of them will. It might not be the same guy every single time that we go out.
Tony, this is kind of in the old days. They used to bring pitchers up and start them off in relief, long relief, before they transitioned to starters. How come you guys are kind of going back to that old school way, and what are the pros of doing it this way?
I think it's more of an on-ramp for them, they're not going to be going out there for 5 innings, 2 innings, let it eat, and see what you got, turn it loose, and you're not trying to pace yourself to get through, 4, 5, 6 innings and go longer. Ultimately, that would be the goal, but giving them a shorter stint to get their feet wet and allow their stuff to play.
Given that he's coming in with potential triple digits, and you just a couple weeks ago had Oviedo had a 43 pitch first inning, and with the effects had that on the bullpen, did that play into this decision at all? Is to have Bubba come in relief as opposed to maybe making a start, knowing that if you made a short start and it didn't go well, then it taxes your bullpen again?
I don't think it was necessarily that, more on the side of just looking for an on-ramp for him to be able to come in and be in a role that was a little bit shorter. To start with Ovi, I mean, shoot, when you look at what he did coming back off of Tommy John, then having the lat in spring training, getting all the way back to the big leagues and having a 43 pitch first inning, and then having to go back down to AAA and dominate the 2 starts, which he's got the stuff to do it. He's got the physicality, but the mindset that we've seen him grow in, in referencing that, it was really cool to see him do. I think with Bubba and Ashcraft and younger guys is more of just getting them a shorter on-ramp to be able to get their feet wet, allow their stuff to play, get some feedback on where some other teams, how they're seeing them, what's playing, what's working, and then eventually transition back to the rotation.
Do you have an expectation that's going to happen this season?
I don't know. I mean, it's just something we're gonna play by ear as we go.
Clint Hurdle's back. Any relationship with him, or just even memories of him when he was the Pirates manager?
Yeah, just from the other side, competing against them, and what a tremendous job he did here in Pittsburgh, bringing the city back to winning baseball, and think the world of Clint, and really happy that he's still involved in the game. Fond memories competing against them from the other side. They always fought. As a Pirates fan, playing for the Tigers, following them with Neil playing and being from here, and just watching, I get chills thinking about the Cueto game, and that's what we're striving for right now, is to get back to that winning baseball and find ways to continue to get better every day, because Pittsburgh fans are passionate, they're there, and it's going to be really exciting when we're packing this place again and blacking it out for another playoff game.
And Warden Schaefer's back as the manager. He kind of took over similar circumstances, similar time frame as you. What has it been just like to see, I guess, him as a peer? I don't know if you have a relationship with Warren or.
Yeah, I don't. I got to meet him last year, and a Pittsburgh guy, being able to lead the Rockies, and man, when we went in there, he had them playing tough baseball, and I know that they're going to be ready for this series. We have to be as well, and go out there and compete. And conversations with them have been really, really good.
You guys optioned Evan Sisk and Chase Sugar to Indianapolis. Obviously, the decisions were based on Oviedo and Chandler, but what can you say about their short stints here?
Yeah, they did a nice job. I mean, Shug's taking the ball in so many different roles, provided length, goes out and competes. Sisk, he was 4 or 5 there, over those last 5 days, which is a heck of a workload, and continue to throw the ball extremely well. And I know it's always tough going down, but I would feel pretty confident that we're going to see them again shortly.
Do you have somebody that could kind of fill the fireman role? In Moretta and Sugar down there?
Yeah, off the top of my head, I would say probably Ramirez has kind of come in different situations. His last outing went 4 ups, 9 up, 9 down, and did a real nice job. But just having guys out there that can that have good stuff, and I would say Ramirez might fill some of those roles.